that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Duncan Robinson out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. And for New York, they've got Towns. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the 4 spot. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. On the wing, Harris. Back to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Harris outside. Launches it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Now here's Brunson. A 26-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
Here's Cunningham. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Harris inside. Hart's there. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Josh Hart. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
A free throw off from Harris.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
On the wing, Bridges. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Philadelphia. And no good.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Towns against Duren. Back to Harris. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Jalen Brunson. Averaging around 26 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Now here's Brunson. He has 6. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
That one falls for Brunson. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Anunoby has the open look. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Takes the three. And the three ball is good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Anunoby. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Towns wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Harris dishes to Cunningham. Harris outside. Fades. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist from Tobias Harris.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Towns, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Brunson. In the corner, it's Bridges. Misses the three. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Trailing by 2. Shots good by Duren.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
Detroit on D. Pass to Brunson. New York moving it around. Over Cunningham. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Brunson's got 11 points.
Well, he's got a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Thompson outside. To the paint. Towns with the steal. Brunson against Cunningham. Brunson scanning the floor. Knocks down the three ball. 14 points for him.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Pass to Duren to the inside. Harris, good. Here's Hart. No scoring in this one. And here's Brunson. Covered by Cunningham. Fade away. Rebound by the Pistons.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Now, here's Duren. 11 points last game. Robinson for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. The Knicks leading by 3. To the middle. Hart, that's good.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Detroit's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Anunoby. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but that's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Jenkins, he's checked in for Cade Cunningham. That one misses.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
And it's in there. Harris has got 13.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Anunoby outside. Towns up top. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Harris.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Robinson, that's good.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Now, here's Bridges. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. New York City zone. A boogie with a hoodie. Very happy with what he's seeing from his Knicks.
And well, you're not going to find many fans that are more faithful than native New Yorkers are to their Knicks.
And the Pistons with possession here. It's a three-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Guys?
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, here's Brunson. He's got 18. Robinson kicks to Anunoby. Brunson against Thompson. High post try. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harris passes to Jenkins. Pistons passing it around. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Anunoby outside. Now Clarkson still without a basket. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Inside, here's Harris. Robinson kicks to Thompson. Pass to Harris. There's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got a couple of threes now in the first with the Pistons. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. Anunoby outside. Fires the three. And Brunson is good for three. Brunson's got 21.
Though there's a calmness to Jalen Brunson, there's also a competitive fire. And boy, from range, look out.
Harris outside. This one for three. Outside Robinson. No good on the three.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
And Brunson, here we go. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. Pistons trail by 3. DB, it's hard to believe, but OG Anunoby is still in his 20s. He clearly has room to grow.
The league better look out, because OG Anunoby is starting to understand he can be a force on the offensive end. We already know he's a menace defensively.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. Brunson outside. Bridges finds Anunoby. Robinson against Clarkson. Here's Anunoby. And again, it's a New York three.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
Jenkins the pass to Durant. Now, here's Thompson. Down low. Shot to stop the run. And Harris lays it up and in. Harris has got 18 points.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. He's got 23. Just 5 on the clock. For the three. And again, New York with the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's the New York Knicks, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Towns. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Shamet the pass to Alvarado. Outside, Towns. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pistons trail by 4. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Alvarado. Good, and the assist goes to Town. Alvarado's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Stewart up top, guarded by Robinson. Stewart with the screen on Clarkson. Herter against Clarkson. And Herter gets it to go. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Alvarado with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Towns throws it down.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Jenkins the pass to Stewart. Here's Herter. And here is Jenkins. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Cleveland.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Pass to Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Stewart a screen. Jenkins the pass to Stewart. And here's Herter. 6 to shoot. Stewart with the screen on Towns. Holland no good. The Knicks leading by 7. Out to the right wing. The 3. And it's Towns missing.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Herter kicks to Jenkins. Pass to Stewart. Here's Herter. He's covered by Clarkson. It's LeVert on the wing. Still yet to score. Good.
Don't you love to see Karis LeVert rise and fire? Perfect form on that release.
Robinson. He goes big with the dunk right over Isaiah Stewart.
Oh, boy, 7 foot and athletic. That is spectacular by Mitchell Robinson.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look for New York. OG Anunoby's checked in for Landry Shamet. Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And then for Detroit, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. Duncan Robinson comes in for Kevin Herter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Thompson finds Cunningham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And the first one at the line is good.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Leading by 5. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
Here's Holland. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cunningham. Lays it up and banks it in. Cunningham's got 4 this quarter.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Brunson kicks to Towns. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Robinson's got the lead up to 7 now for New York.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Thompson looking for an opening. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Anunoby outside. To Brunson. It's blocked. Now, here's Stewart. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Robinson for three. It's rebounded by Towns.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Goes up again. Brunson with the defense all over him.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Brunson against Cunningham. Pass to Stewart for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his fifth assist in this one. The Knicks leading by three. Anunoby outside. It's Robinson, top of the key. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. Off target with his three. Pistons trail by three. And a wide open look for Cunningham. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. New York's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Robinson finds Bridges. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Bridges.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Brunson against Cunningham. Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
Mitchell Robinson knows who he is, a vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Brunson. The Knicks leading by 5. Now Robinson. 8 points for him. Brunson right side. Outside for Robinson. Bridges outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Bridges has got 5 now.
Well, a high motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
Back to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Cunningham from past the arc. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside, it's tipped. Cunningham looking around. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Here's Holland. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And New York making a change here. Hart's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. And it's Jenkins in for Cunningham. Anunoby outside. Here's Hart. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hart's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks. Jenkins with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Harris inside, defended by Hart. 5 on the clock. Here's Jenkins. Drops in the tray. Jenkins got 6.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Pass to Anunoby. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
So that's his second foul. Not a big deal yet, but you certainly don't want to pick up that third.
The Pistons making a change here. Herter's checked in. Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Robinson. A 3 ball. And another 3 for Detroit.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They've led by as much as 10. Hart finds Brunson. Bridges outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harris with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Anunoby against Harris. Pass to Duren. Thompson outside. Launches a 3. Connects from three-point range. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Bridges outside. Anunoby outside. Puts up a deep 3. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his third assist on the night. Pass to Duren. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Brunson. And the shot is good. And it's a 6-point New York lead.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
Duren down low. Robinson on him. Thompson a screen on Brunson. Herter, no good. The Knicks leading by 6. Bridges passes to Brunson. Robinson a screen on Herter. Brunson with a clean look. That 3 off the mark. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Well, I think for the Knicks, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the New York Knicks.
Well, they've been the more physical team, and we've seen that on the glass as well as all the other areas, guys.
Yeah, this team is built to rebound. We thought that might be an advantage coming in. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And here's Cunningham. Tipping off the second half. Here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Duncan Robinson out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5 spot. Cunningham gets the bucket.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
The Knicks leading by 3. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Towns against Duren. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him. And this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big.
Cunningham on the wing. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. The Knicks shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. From deep, Brunson. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Robinson. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. 5 to shoot. Duren the pass to Cunningham. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks leading by 4. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Left side, Towns. He doesn't hit that one. Great defense that time from Duren. Pistons trail by 4. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Thompson. Now, here's Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing. Towns with it. Duren picks him up. And it's hard penetrating. And here's Brunson outside.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Here's Harris. Robinson kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Jacks up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Brunson. Towns, a screen on Robinson. Here's Towns. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot. Towns has got 12.
My goodness, we've seen stretch 5s in this league, but for Karl Anthony Towns to make that long a shot, look out.
And Thompson kicks to Harris. Cunningham inside. He's guarded by Anunoby. The Knicks leading by 7. 3-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Jalen Duren.
And he's struggling with his shot these days, and the analytics bear that out with the true shooting percentage heading down in these past 10 games. But, guys, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a trend that he could reverse here tonight.
Pistons trail by 10. Outside, Robinson. Thompson outside. Cunningham outside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. Brunson with it. Duren picks him up. Hart, wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 8-point game. And Thompson kicks to Robinson. Pass to Duren. Cunningham outside. Hits it from three-point range. Cunningham's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pistons. The Knicks leading by 5. To the left side wing. Here's Towns. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
On the free throw, no good.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweep stroke definitely extends to the free throw line. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Cunningham against Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Oh, good with the triple. Pistons trail by 5. Harris passes to Cunningham. Now, here's Duren. Defended by Towns. Now here is Harris. To the middle. And the rejection by Towns.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And Thompson kicks to Harris. To the inside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson. It's up a 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside Robinson. Harris outside. Here's Cunningham. And he makes good on the layup. Cunningham's got 14 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Towns, the pass to Brunson. Nice! Brunson working inside.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Jenkins, he's checked in for Cade Cunningham. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better at scoring points off turnovers. In the third spot, the Pistons.
Their defense has taken on a new life since the break. I mean, they're getting into teams, forcing turnovers, and they look like a different group.
Bridges against Robinson. Over to the left wing. Duren, the pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Harris with it. Bridges covering. Gets the bucket and the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And that's the kind of play that fires up your team. Harris with the strength to finish through contact.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
What's up?
The Knicks have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Runs in the pass to Towns. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Listen, Karl Anthony Towns is unafraid to take it right at the defense on the inside. Play through the chest. That's nice.
Outside for Robinson. Harris outside. From downtown, it's rebounded by New York. They've led by as much as 10. Bridges outside. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Now it's a 7-point New York lead.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Robinson finds Harris. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bridges passes to Hart. Count that bucket. Hart's got 6.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
Robinson on the wing. And here's Harris from the arc. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Brunson. He has 29. Towns looking around. Pass to Hart. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Thompson. The quick look, no good that time. The Knicks leading by 6. Converting through contact. Nice job by Brunson.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Now here's Jenkins. 6 points for him. Pass to Robinson. Out to Thompson. Shoots over Anunoby. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one goes on Anunoby.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
First trip to the line for him here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Hart. Landry Shamet comes in for OG Anunoby. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Detroit also making some changes. Holland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Robinson. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Alvarado finds Towns. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Jenkins. Latrey sinks the triple. Jenkins got 9.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Outside Robinson. Left side, Towns. Now Alvarado. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 7th assist in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Thompson. He's covered by Shamet. Stolen by Robinson. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Jenkins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. New York leading by 7. Some nice passing by New York here. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, when Clarkson came into the league, this guy more of a slasher, but boy, has he improved his range.
56 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Jenkins. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And the Knicks making a change here. Diawara's checked in. Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Kate Cunningham comes in for Asar Thompson. And that one misses.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Now Alvarado. 6 points for him. 13 feet away. Robinson kicks to Shamet. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists tonight.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Holland. Here's Cunningham. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Clarkson with the ball. Robinson a screen on Cunningham. Here's Diawara, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. New York ahead, leading by 14. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. New York leading by 14. Mitchell Robinson out there with Towns. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Shamet in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Towns gets it to go.
That can be a difficult shot for some, but Towns very capable in the mid-range.
Jenkins the pass to Stewart. Now Herter. Pass to Cunningham. Shoots over Clarkson. Robinson pulls it in. And for the Knicks, they're shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
The free throw drops for Towns. Pistons trailed by 19. And here is Jenkins. Pass to Holland. Over Towns. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Alvarado passes to Robinson. 13 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Clarkson against Cunningham. And he gets it to go. Cunningham's got 16 points here in the second half.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Alvarado passes to Towns. Hands it from downtown.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Stewart. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Knicks leading by 20. And it's Alvarado in the corner. Back to Towns. New York moving the ball around. And it's Alvarado missing. The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And Detroit with a change here, too. Tobias Harris is checked in for Isaiah Stewart.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Here's Brunson. Rebound by the Pistons. Harris outside. Pass to Herter. And here is Jenkins. Now Harris. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Herter. Just 4 to shoot. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. Runs in the pass to Towns. The 3. New York, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Harris. And that one drops for him. Harris has got 26 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Harris against Towns. Pass to Sohan. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Pistons trail by 13. Cunningham dishes it to Jenkins. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harris has got 10 points here in the second half.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks. Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. Then for the Pistons, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Holland. Asar Thompson comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Jenkins. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Allie, thank you so much. On the wing, Bridges. That one goes in. And the Knicks lead by 13. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. The baseline J. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
And obviously, Cunningham wants to be a scorer. He makes a relentless effort to get points.
Runs in the pass to Towns. Got it. Good job in the low post. Towns has got 26 points.
Boy, this guy has been on a mission. Karl Anthony Towns will not be denied on the offensive end of the floor.
Duren with the screen on Brunson. Robinson for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Anunoby. Left side, Towns. Takes the turnaround J, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 14-6 run. On the wing, Harris. Duren with the screen on Anunoby. Here's Harris, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Brunson goes in, beating the contact. Brunson gets by.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Cunningham on the wing. Here's the three. It's rebounded by New York. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Towns. Count it. Good. Towns has got 30 points.
That, to me, is about Karl Anthony Towns carving out position on the interior. Such a pretty play.
Back to Harris. Duran sets the screen for Harris. He's looking for Duran and finds him.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
The Knicks leading by 12. Clarkson outside. Pass to Towns. Now Brunson. They get it back. Here's Anunoby, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Outside Robinson. Now here's Cunningham. Count it. Cunningham's got 31 points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Here's Towns, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Brunson outside. Towns a screen on Cunningham. Brunson outside. Pass to Towns. The shot from the low post is good. Towns has got 34.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Now, here's Cunningham. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 34.
A shot Cunningham continues to hone. When he's connecting from deep, this offense really opens up.
Now Clarkson. Towns a screen on Robinson. Duran pulls it down.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that three, but he still couldn't make it.
Here's Cunningham. Here's the floater. 2 points. That one goes.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks leading by 11. Bridges with it, picked up by Thompson.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
And that one falls for Bridges.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Outside Harris. Duren sets the screen for Harris. Here's Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Cleared away by Brunson. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Lets it go from 14. Rebounded by Thompson. Pistons trail by 13. Now Duren. Bridges with the steal. 1:44 left in the game. Now Hart. Clock at 4. From deep. That's off. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Cunningham, 9 feet out, and it's good.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Here's Hart. Now Anunoby. Brunson. The long shot, no good.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Down he goes for 3.
Oh, just pure from the corner. Harris doesn't pass up an opportunity from there.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
With a screen on Cunningham. Now Brunson, hard outside, shoots the 3. It's good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Good! 9-point game. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Here we've got Brunson. And the 3 misses.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
So it's New York picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.